Okay, I'm gonna go first. Chet and I are in the same neighborhood, we're in the Shawnee neighborhood. So we're gonna split up our time, so that means I only have 5 minutes to board you all instead of 10. So I'll try to go pretty quick here. I was gonna get a neighborhood block walk started in my neighborhood, but as I was going to work each morning, I saw some guys out here working on this building. And I don't know if too many of you are familiar with the old Flagey High School in the West End, 44th River Park. It's now a senior citizen complex, and there's a gym right next door to it. And these guys were working on that gym, trying to get it fixed up, and I thought that was pretty interesting, so I wondered what they were doing. So one afternoon, I went over there to ask them what they were doing, and they said they were building up, fixing up the gym, the old Flagey gym. I asked them who was in charge of it, and they said that it was a guy by the name of Mr. Shaka Zulu, who's on this, the handouts. I went to interview him, and he gave me a few minutes of his time, and I thought his story was so interesting, I had to come and just share it with you all. Because, as it turns out, he's going to also start a neighborhood block watch. That's one of his goals in this program as well, so that's one of his visions. So, anyway, Mr. Zulu, he's a retired cable installer, as you see, and he's turned to a youth counselor. 30 years ago, he started mentoring to some of the kids in his neighborhood, just as a personal growth and activity for them. He would take them on wrestling trips and things like that to the local wrestling events here in the city. Then, from there, it grew, and one thing led to another. He wanted to make this thing bigger. More neighborhood kids started wanting to be involved and wanted to go on these field trips. So he got TARC and the Green Tree Ford and the Green Tree Roller Ring to sponsor his trips, and also other local churches as well. So they have to go on these trips, and they go to the the Green Tree Roller Ring and the Green Tree Ford Movie Theater, and all these exciting events. So the kids were really excited about it. The only requirement was you had to go to church, and to some church, regardless of what it was. So that was the only requirement. From that, it grew into his program called SOCS, which stands for Supporting Our Community Kids School. In the West End, it was to help the kids who, the West Enders are sometimes associated with crime and with violence and things of that nature. So he kind of wanted to change their image for the kids in the West End. So he started this SOCS program, and there was a neighbor in his neighborhood who was a lay minister of the Christ the King School right there on 44th and Broadway. This neighbor suggested that he get this building, the old Flagey gym. The neighbor was overseer of the gym, and the gym was getting old and it was barely in use. So he suggested he try to get this building for his program. So he contacted the Archdiocese of Louisville. They donated the building, the gym, and so from there he just went running on with it. So right now the gym is in renovation. The house next door is also part of the house that the Archdiocese gave to Mr. Zulu. The house has partly been renovated, but he has some programs going on in the house now. The gym, after it's finished its renovation, will be open for future programs, such as it's going to have a police substation, a neighborhood block watch, as I want to get started, a recording studio, a recreation center, then programs for senior citizens. So he has kind of the same vision as what I was hoping for our neighborhood. So I'm really excited to see that hopefully get started. Another aspect of his program was he wanted to get up a rose garden, and I don't know if there's a picture in that packet or not. It's a rose garden in Walden. And the rose garden will have rose bushes built around the concrete in the memorial area that will feature 3 large steel crosses around the monument. And the monument is going to be of Martin Luther King. It's going to be a 4 foot by 8 foot mirror of King's image with the I Have a Dream speech etched into the monument. So, and that monument is up there. And I don't know if some of you may have seen this on the news. He's been featured in the paper and on the local news as well. So some of you may have seen that on the news. And he's going to have the names etched in also of the kids who have died from violence and gun violence in the West End area from the past century. one of his other future plans is for a wall of AIDS victims.
Okay, you've had
5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.